Muted. Mic is mute.
Now it's not muted.
Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel and Dorit here, and welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind, episode number 40.
Yes, hello everybody. Welcome. Hope you all had a great week. We are Essetino artists. My name is Orit, and this is Jewel, for those of you who don't know. And every single Thursday, we go live and host these weekly masterminds to be a resource for you, to answer any questions, to hang out with you, see how you're progressing in your creative business, because our passion is all about helping you market yourself and monetize your passions. So with that being said, we are excited to be here another Thursday. We're always excited for Thursdays.
Yeah, so if you haven't been here before, we like to start off with sharing a win, sharing your wins for the week.
Yes.
So we'll put that banner on.
Yeah, so let us know how your week has been, what has gone really well, what are you excited about, maybe something you accomplished, you got checked off of your list, or a milestone that you hit. We'd love to hear from you. This, hearing other people's wins every single week to week, is just, it's a sense of motivation. It really allows us all to see that we can really grow together and we're achieving things together. And it's just really from, having the supportive community here where we all share our ideas and help each other out.
So I'll start off first.
Mm-hmm.
It was not necessarily a win. I did get a lot of stuff done as well, but it was a particularly hard week for me. Last week, last Thursday, something had happened in my family, and the next day, on Friday, after the live stream, I found out that my aunt had passed away. And it was leading up to that, because initially in the beginning of the week, she had a stroke. And then, we were all wondering, what's going to happen. And then that next day after the live stream, I woke up in the morning and that happened. And then it's been a roller coaster the last 2 weeks, to say the least. So in a sense, business-wise, yes, I've won. I've gotten work and all that stuff done. But emotionally, it has been a roller coaster of sorts. My aunt was here locally. Unfortunately, she already had Alzheimer's, so I actually mourned her death years ago when the Alzheimer's had completely taken over and she was no longer the same person. And then on Friday, it was then, the passing of essentially her body, because she was not the same person as she was before the Alzheimer's. Before that, she was a very fun, lively person, very silly, always laughing. And then when the Alzheimer's kicked in, it was like, you don't even know who that person is anymore. So I've been going up and down.
There's been good news and bad news. That was the trajectory for Jewel. And yeah, I remember her. She would always laugh, super laughy girl. And yeah, she was awesome. Yeah, that happens. Life happens like that. You'll have some wins, you'll have some losses, literally. And that's just the way it goes. Unfortunately, we only all have one life. So we got to make sure we live it to the fullest and do whatever we can while we're here to make sure that we are being ourselves and we are living authentically and living happily and also impacting others too.
Yeah. So I whenever that kind of thing happens, it's like a shock to the system. And it always reminds me that you literally only have one life and you have to live it to the fullest.
And that's what Essetino Artists is all about. You guys have seen our Dare to Be Dream Driven. That's our tagline, and that's very much what we're all about. So, that was Jewel's week.
Yeah, I just want to get that out of the way because that's been eating me this whole entire time. And it was like, oh, yeah. But it's getting better, obviously, as time goes on. looking forward to the positive, still trying to keep myself busy, you know, with work and stuff like that. So
yeah, and for myself, my week, you know, there was also actually, it's like our wins. We got a few client orders for more design work, and you know, helping one client design their website, another client design a landing page and some graphics, to really put their best foot forward and do branding strategy and that kind of thing. So that was really great. I also personally got to work on my song this week. You know, I always try to carve out some time from my music, and it just, you know, it kind of happens when it happens. I got to feel it and get into that groove. But yeah, this week I was able to actually work on a new song that I'm working on that I've mentioned before on this live stream, working on a new song with a producer out in Australia. So yeah, that was really exciting. But let's get to hear some of your
let's go to the positive
and how
now.
your week was.
I was really looking forward to the live stream because I knew it would like lift my spirits up. So let's just get into that. We've got Teddy in the house. He was the first one on here. Thanks for being the first one, Teddy. We've got Total Pain Enterprises. Thanks for joining us this evening. And we've got Lisa in the house. She won't be able to make it, but thank you so much for even stopping by to say that message. We really appreciate that.
Have a good evening, Lisa.
We've got Roland in the house. Hey, Roland.
Hello, Roland.
If you've been seeing his posts in the Facebook group, he's been doing an awesome job. Roland, this week especially has helped out tremendously. So thank you so much for your help.
You've really lifted a weight.
Lot. Yeah.
a weight off of our shoulders. So thank you for that.
And we've got Timothy in
Hello.
the house. Hey, Timothy. Always great to see you. And
yeah, we had a little bit of audio issues in the beginning, but glad you guys can hear us now. Thanks for that.
We've got Lenny in the house.
Hi, Lenny. How's it going?
Brenda's here.
Hi, Brenda.
And we've got 4 a.m. David.
Hello, David.
2 weeks in a row. How's it going?
How are you, David? How's it
I
going?
hope it's okay that we constantly call you 4 a.m. David.
It's just, it's a label that just kind of stuck. And if you're not okay with it, let us know, David.
Yeah.
Hi, Phil.
And Phil's in the house. I believe it's 2 a.m. for Phil, so at 2 a.m. 2 a.m.
Nice
we just call you by the time that you're watching.
Well, it's only shocking if it's like past midnight.
And thank you, everyone, for your condolences. It's much appreciated. I understand that. It happens, and it's really not fun when you have to go through stuff like this. And Brenda's sharing a win. She revived her blog on your writer website, and you turned the scripts from your YouTube videos into blog posts. That's awesome. That's always a good one to do.
Brenda.
We used to do that initially, but for us, like, it's not in our wheelhouse to write. So we just do videos, but I know that there's huge benefit. There was another YouTuber that we were working with where he would take every single YouTube video, he would hire someone to extract the script, put it as a blog post, and then he would hire someone to extract the audio and put it as a podcast. Yeah. So he was doing all of that, and that's like, good on you if you can do that.
And uploading the transcription as well to YouTube as well. Mm-hmm. I saw a comment on Facebook, Trevor. That's Trevor Hammond. He says the live feed is very choppy. So, guys,
is anyone else getting choppy?
Yeah, just let us know. Is it still kind of choppy? Yeah, I mean, we're using the same connection on our end, but just let us know so we're aware.
All right, and then we already said hello to Phil.
Hi, Kyle.
And thank you, everybody, for the condolences. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And we've got Kyle in the house. Kyle is Roland's son. So if you guys want to check out his YouTube channel, he recently launched a YouTube channel, and he's getting into like storytelling and cinematography. And it's really cool. I've enjoyed watching your videos, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle, you have a really cool vision for the way that you film. I think it's great, and you should definitely keep it up. Keep going.
You add a lot of emotion to your videos.
Yeah.
And I can only see your videos getting better and better over time.
Absolutely. Yeah, Timothy. I know. I'm excited. I really want to get out some more covers and royalty-free music as well on my channel. So, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I know I always say that. Bittersweet just got another commission for a memorial portrait.
That's
got to do some
awesome.
artwork for my own vehicle.
That is very bittersweet.
Yeah. But I'm sure it's an honor as well.
Teddy has 425
Damn!
new subscribers in the last 7
Nice,
days.
Teddy.
That's amazing. Like,
Incredible.
that's so cool.
Is that kind of steady now, Teddy? Is it like been growing at that pace for a while, or is it still increasing week to week? That's great. Andre, hello. I've had a great week as well. Another tutorial down on my channel. I got to hit that like button, yes, before I do anything else. Just come to the live stream.
Awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
Timothy saying 4 a.m. David rocks. And 2 a.m. Phil. We've got Getting It Clean on the Prairies.
Hello,
Thank you for
hello.
joining us.
How has your week been?
Yeah, what are your wins for the week? And then it's definitely mind-blowing. And thank you so much for your comment, Teddy, that you did on my I did a video where I was talking about 1 year reminiscing of this whole thing, like COVID and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing like a 1 year thing. Sorry, we're really dark right now. Would you be able to?
I'll lift this up.
Yeah. But I wanted
It's
to
gonna
read.
get loud.
I want to read Teddy's comment because these comments mean a lot to me. So this is on our latest last week's video. It's called 1 year since the craziness of 2020, what I've learned. And Teddy wrote, I remember running across your live quarantine life live stream. I was a nobody YouTuber with 19 subscribers. Because I found you guys, I learned about SEO and started applying it to my videos. We are now 10 months later, and my channel has transformed into a money-producing machine and 3,548 subscribers and growing.
Wow.
Running across your live stream was a life-changing event, and I don't think I've missed a single one since finding you. You and Arit are awesome people. That is amazing.
What an incredible comment. Thanks for that, Teddy.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Amazing.
And we're so happy for your success.
Absolutely. David, you're good with 4 a.m. David, love it. Awesome. Okay, you guys can hear us well. Okay, awesome. Thanks for letting us know.
Everybody's saying hello to Kyle. Yeah, that's Roland's son. He's a fellow YouTuber.
Mark Lopez, hello. Is it bad for a musical brand to post reaction videos on your channel because making music takes time, but audience wants more content? Okay.
Reaction videos to music videos?
Yeah.
Is that what they're asking?
So I guess you're asking about how, you need to find some form of content that you can create more consistently, because creating music, and I experience this with my own music channel, it takes time. It's not something that you can necessarily pump out in a week. There are artists who do that, and it's incredible, but it doesn't work for everybody. So yeah, absolutely get creative in figuring out what other types of video content can you create on a more regular basis. You can absolutely do those reaction videos. You can do like commentaries. You could do, you can just do behind the scenes. Like maybe you want to create more of a vlog style showing, maybe you creating music or just sharing your influences. There's so many different things that you can do. I also do cover songs as well. Yeah, get creative with it, but that's definitely one type that you could do.
I would say be careful with reaction videos. There's always the thing of the other side to whatever you're reacting to. So I've seen so many stories of people where they react to other videos and they seem harmless, but it's all about how the other side perceives what you've just reacted to. if they don't like how you've reacted, they can do a copyright claim. Now, it might not be a legitimate copyright claim, but it might get your video taken down. So always be aware that when you are including other people's content and doing a criticism, whether it be a good or bad, that there may be a good or bad reaction from the other side. And I recently just saw it from 2 YouTube gurus. I won't name their names because they don't want to be named anymore. But one made a comment on the other, and it wasn't even bad. Like, I watched it, and it was a different point of view. But they were referencing their video, putting their video in, calling them out.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, the person can react, right? So just be aware that the other person has a right to react, whether it's going to be in a good way or a bad way. And be aware that you may be receiving backlash from that. There was backlash on both sides, and I bet they weren't even expecting that. And I personally wouldn't want to deal with that kind of thing.
It could also be backlash, not just from the other YouTube creator, but also from their following,
the community. Yeah,
from their following.
There was from both sides.
Yeah,
but just be aware of that. We've got Linda in the house. Hey, Linda.
Hi, Linda. How has your week been? Good to see you.
Roland says, I'm learning from Kyle. It's exciting having another YouTuber in the home. That is very exciting. And it's such a different style from your channel, Roland, since he's definitely into more cinematography. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool. Linda says that her YouTube channel subscriber star is now changed color. Yeah, I believe it changes color when you've become a member for a certain amount of time. Yeah, I can see it there. It's very...
I don't know the time period that the icon changes, but
we loaded a bunch of different ones.
Cool. You've leveled up to purple.
Yeah. Timothy says 2 a.m. Phil also rocks. Everybody rocks in here.
Andre says you've reached 12 subscribers on your channel. You had 11 before, then went with 1 subscriber app. So that makes a total of 12. Cool. Awesome. Keep on climbing. Keep pumping out content consistently, and make sure you're doing proper SEO as well so that your videos can actually be found.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I'm skipping a bunch of comments here.
Yeah, sorry. We're laughing at future comments that we've saw.
Roland says, I'm serious, Kyle. You're making me think different about the shots and B-roll. You opened my eyes to possibilities. Yeah. I mean, I also have been adding B-roll to our tutorial videos. It's not specifically our own B-roll. We have access to stock footage sites because it does beef up your content. It does make it more visually appealing. It does
polished.
Yeah, it does make it more robust. So my edits now are taking so much longer, but it is becoming so much more worth it. And I've got a video that I'm going to be filming this weekend that's probably going to take me days to edit, and I'm okay with that now. Before I was like, God forbid a video takes me more than an hour to edit, because when you're pumping out 4 to 7 videos at any given week out, you need to get really fast at that. And when you start adding more elements, more bells and whistles, it definitely takes a lot longer, but it is totally worth it.
Yeah. It all comes down to what can you consistently keep up with, you know, and YouTube you got to play the YouTube game, and you got to level up. So once you've mastered the foundations, the basics, just keep on adding one new thing each week or every 2 weeks, and improve the quality of your content, or improve your searchability, or, improve monetization. There's so many things you can do. Shout out to Timothy. Thank you so much for the super sticker donation. We really do appreciate it. You guys check out Timothy's channel.
He is an amazing airbrush artist.
Incredibly talented.
This profile picture looks like it's a picture of a woman's face, but it's airbrushed and it's a piece of art and it's amazing.
Yeah, Timothy, you know, if you didn't have your hands there, I'm assuming it's your hands, but the hands there, the fingers there in the photo, I would have thought it's like a real photo of a person. Thank you so much for your donation. Really appreciate it.
Yes,
Timothy.
thank you. Kyle says, I know, Dad, I'm great.
Nice. Confident. I love it.
And no problem, Mark. That's what, these weekly live streams are for, is to ask questions, get opinions from others. There's a great community here and we all support each other in what we're doing. So it's really great energy and vibes.
Absolutely. Ramon, hello.
Hey, Ramon.
Smarty Cartoons is in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You're busy painting and will exhibit 3 pieces. Very cool. What, any specific topic of your pieces that you're doing? That's really cool.
Timothy says Peter McKinnon is a great channel for how to use B-roll. Yeah, I remember I found out about him when I was watching Casey Neistat. They were doing like collaborations. Peter McKinnon is from Toronto, and he's
fellow Canadian,
amazing at videography, photography, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's just something about B-rolls that just really add a more professional, polished look to it. It's a different kind of style, but if you know how to use it and incorporate it into your videos, it really ups the quality.
Actually, I actually watched his tutorial on creating a B-roll for time-lapse. And that's how I was trying to figure out how I'm going to do the time-lapse for the candle. When the candle was burning for the 40,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I was watching his tutorial. His tutorial was much more intense because you had to to do a true form of time lapse, it's through photos. It's not actually through recording.
Right. It's a series of really fast shot photos. Yeah.
But I was watching it and I was intrigued, and I do want to do something intense like that, but I did opt for the easier method of filming a B-roll.
Is that because it takes longer to do it the other way?
Yeah, because he was saying that you could have a time lapse where you have potentially 1,000 photos.
Yeah, wow.
High res.
And that would be such a short.
1,000 high res photos.
Yeah.
And then you have to put it into Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom, which I didn't know how to use that.
Yeah.
And then you edit one photo and then you can apply it to the rest. But I was like, I'm adding too many pillars right now for this. And I had to do 80-20, the 80-20 rule. Is this going to make or break the video? Is this going to take away? You have to know when to go for it and when to not. So I was running out of time. I had to do it the easier method for this particular vlog. But I do want to try the actual method of a time lapse.
I come across that too with my design work. It's like you can just spend hours and hours just doing one page of a website. But yeah, at some point, but you want to make it good. You want to make it quality. At what point do you think for your video editing projects, you kind of know to just go with the 80-20 rule and just be like, okay, I'm just going to settle for that?
Well, I had already delayed this video because there was a lot of planning involved and it was a little bit out of my element. And I was like, you know what? Done is better than trying to make it perfect and then it taking a year. I was like, we're going to pass 40,000 subscribers before this video comes out. I need to just, suck it up. It's not going to be the greatest that I want it to be, and just put it out there.
My sticky that goes on my laptop. So as a constant reminder. I showed you guys that before. Done is better than perfect. That's what helps you move forward. Roland says, yes, it's time consuming, but fun as a creator. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying trying new things with my videos and tutorials, but it is definitely time consuming.
Great to hear about B-roll. Brenda says, I've started to add it to my videos and I was concerned my videos were going to come across as too professional.
Interesting concern.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, because, and I get that. YouTube is, it's more authentic. It's a platform where it's supposed to be authentic and raw and that kind of thing. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that because there are definitely professional looking channels and videos on YouTube, I think it all comes down to the person and how they're presenting themselves, storytelling, their vibe. And from what I've seen on your channel, you're a great presenter, you're a great storyteller, you're great at the way you convey yourself in videos. So I don't see it as a negative for you.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're, if you're mixing yourself, you are raw, you are authentic, you're mixing in parts or clips of you speaking along with these, B-rolls and that kind of thing, which is what we do, or we've started doing in our videos. It's okay. Like, it's not like someone's going to see that and say, this is too professional. Or like get a sense like, this is too polished for me. I'm going to click out and find another channel that's less polished.
I will say that when something is too professional and I don't really enjoy it as much is when the speaking style
Yes.
is too professional.
Yeah.
And they're not being like a real person.
Yeah.
They're being too put together,
or not,
in a sense,
like using too much jargon, like from their own industry that only like they can understand and not just speaking in layman's terms. You can kind of tell when someone's being themselves, versus
not
putting on some sort of charisma that is just, it's not them. You can sense that.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
No problem.
No problem. You're super talented. Timothy also does live streams of him actually doing the airbrush painting, and it's really crazy to see. How long does it take you to do one face portrait? Like, how long does that take?
Is that, I guess, one live stream, maybe? However long your live streams are. Your time lapse of the candles is great, he's saying.
It did not go as I intended. As I mentioned last week, I got the cheap $1 store candles, so the wick was like not even through the candle and it burned out so quick, but I made it work.
But you see, we fixate on these details when in fact, like, just looking at the video as a whole, the message came across.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter the candles were from the dollar store or whatever. It's just the message was there, the emotion was there, and it did what you had intended it to do.
Mm-hmm.
You painted cosplayer, an angel, and a humorous cartoon variety of my art for an art teacher exhibit.
That's awesome.
That's cool. Is there a certain type of piece that you enjoy doing more? Are they the caricatures, Ramon, or something else maybe?
Caricatures. That's a funny name. Where were we in the comments there? Oh, B-roll.
Perfect is the enemy of good. Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Very good one.
I know, you got to let go of that. You seriously do. And that's what I had to do because I was trying to make that video perfect in my head.
Here are the stats. Added 800 subs in 2020, 3K subs since the first of this year. Wow.
You will eventually soon pass
you
us.
More than tripled. You more than tripled. Yeah. Keep going, Teddy. Oh my God. I'm so excited for you. I love hearing about your stats. Amazing. Incredible. Great Post-it. Awesome t-shirt.
I know.
Another t-shirt idea, Linda. You have so many t-shirts to order from us. Andre says, hey guys, I had to hop off last thing. Yeah, no problem, Andre. You're very welcome, Brenda.
Let's see here.
Roland says, or when the person on video is really animated when speaking, it's like scale it back and you would be great. Too much energy.
Yeah, I can see that. Like when you're trying too hard. There's like not trying too hard, and then like yourself. Just be yourself.
Yeah. It's not to say like you can be yourself and be animated, but there's a certain something when you watch a video that just you can kind of tell whether it's put on or not.
Mm-hmm.
Brenda says, I want to start doing teaching videos, like more tutorials. Like or eating jewels with my image in the corner. What's the best software for sharing my screen? Good question.
So our favorite screencast recording software would be Camtasia. That's the one that, I've used for 10 years now. And Zoom, I find their quality it's not as good. I don't know what it is. They downgrade their recordings or something, but whenever I download the Zoom recording, it's never like good, like HD. It's always like pixelated and lower quality for whatever reason. I would recommend Camtasia. They have an amazing screencast software. It's also a video editing software. In Camtasia, they have this button like record, and you just plug in your webcam and your microphone, just like the microphone here, and it's like a USB plug into your laptop, and you click record, and then it captures yourself through the webcam, which you then put down at the bottom right-hand corner usually, and then it will record your screen automatically at the same time. And then I know that some people like to record them separately and then like place them together, but that to me is creating more work for yourself, and you might as well just do it all in one go. And that's how we film like 95% of our videos is with Camtasia, this webcam and this microphone, and it just makes for an easy recording session. It's like the easiest way to record.
Yeah, it's really a great software, especially if you're doing screen recordings, because it leverages your time. It just like you have two pieces of footage that end up in the editing software. It's the one from the camera and then the one from the screen, and then you can manipulate it however you want, rather than like Jewel is saying, filming it first, like just filming your screen and then going back doing a voiceover or whatever, and then you having to match the audios within both of them. It creates more work that way.
And I do have a lot of tutorials on Camtasia in specific talking about the screencast recording, how to actually do that, how to actually hook up the webcam and everything. So that tutorial is on our channel. If you need us to send that to you directly, we definitely can do that. But yeah, that's the one I would recommend. 10 years of Camtasia. And it was so random how I got into Camtasia. I didn't go seeking for it. It was randomly brought to me in 2010-ish. And someone needed help with an editing project. And I wasn't a video editor. I never edited a video. And he's like, hey, this person that I knew, he said, let me install Camtasia on your laptop and you can help me edit these videos. He had like 100 videos that he needed help with, but he was working on the website and he wanted me to work on these videos. And he told me how to, use the basics of it. And at first it took me forever. And, I ended up doing those 100 videos and I learned very quickly how to use it because I was literally thrown into the deep end of it, and I didn't even get paid for those 100 videos.
That's the best way to learn, getting thrown into the deep end of it.
Yeah, and then since then I love Camtasia, and they've been a good company as a video editing and screen recording company because they do release new versions. They have good support. They've only been getting better, in my opinion, and I can't wait for the latest release that's probably coming out soon, probably in Q2 or Q3.
Do you think that do you have any interest in learning a different editing software?
Well, I have been learning. I learned a little bit of Sony Vegas, which is a little bit higher up because there are some things that you can't do, but for the most part, it can do it. But I'm learning Sony Vegas, and I am actually learning a new editing software that I was approached with to do a video on. It's a cloud-based video editing software where you don't need to install the software. Like, you don't need to install it. It's cloud-based, meaning you just go on the website and then you edit from there. I haven't tested it out yet, But from what I've seen, it looks pretty interesting. And obviously, if it's good, then I will share it with you guys.
Does that also have a screen recording thing like Camtasia? Do you know?
I think it does.
Yeah.
But I have no idea capacity, what are the storage spaces? Is it fast? Is it intuitive? You know?
There's lots of things to test.
I know Camtasia is user-friendly, and literally I've been using it for a decade. Getting it clean on the prairie says, talking to the camera is so hard for me. I have trouble remembering what to say and trying not to say and
Oh man.
Over to you, Ari.
I'm the worst with the ums. I say all the time. So yes. So what I can say to that is what helps me is creating an outline first before going into filming. There are so many things that I know I want to say in a video. When the camera turns on, it's just like,
here, I'll pull something up.
I lose all of that information. So what I do is I structure how I'm going to, what talking points I'll have in the video so that I'm kept on track. It's not necessarily that I'm going to write up the entire script. I have done that in the very beginning in the past, but just an outline works for me now. And with the ums, I'm still going to say the ums, even though I have an outline. But when I find that I'm really losing my thoughts or my words, I just kind of pause and then gather my thoughts or look down at my paper and then go back, look at the camera, and then start talking again. So it's okay to make those mistakes while you're filming if you are going to edit the video. I know some people just don't want to be bothered with editing their videos at all, so they try to get it all in one take. But it really helps with if you're doing a lot of the ums, it really helps to just kind of, if you make a mistake, pause, look at the camera, and start back up again. And then you can always cut out those dead airs or those mistakes, and it'll just be like a jump cut video, like the style that you see on this channel.
Mm-hmm. We also have a video on this about jump cut editing, and I often get asked, oh, how do you do your videos and you're just saying like all the information? And I assure you that's not how it goes. There's sneezes in between. One time a spider fell on me. There's all this stuff that happens, but you just remove all that and then you leave, the good stuff, which is like the knowledge. But I just wanted to share how I record a video. So this is I have a book here, and here this is the title of the video: how to post on Facebook Marketplace to sell stuff, 2021 desktop version. So I write out the title, and then I write out certain bullet points that I want to make sure to mention in the video. Mm-hmm. For the most part, I know what the video is going to be about, because otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it. I'm not going to do a video on something I don't know what to say, because then for sure I'm going to forget and not know how to speak. So I'll read some of the lines here. The first little arrow here, it says, mention that this tutorial is for desktop, but you will still also be doing one for mobile. And the next point, start on the Facebook home feed and show how to get to the marketplace. So I'm literally just giving myself prompts, and I pause for each one. I don't try and memorize this entire thing and then try and do that, because I would be a horrible actress. I cannot remember stuff, but I can remember a sentence. I can remember, okay, go to the desktop and show them how to get there. I can remember that, and I can remember to say that. So just break it down, and it makes it a lot easier. And also another thing that we tell people is pretend like you're just explaining it to a friend. Yeah. Don't try and be all professional that you're giving a lecture at some university or something. Just be like, how would you explain this to a friend? You wouldn't be all nervous and stuff about it. You'd just be like, oh yeah, okay, so this is how you do this, and then you go over there and you do that. Yeah. And oh, don't forget that, and just be really casual about it.
You can even just envision or picture that, like think of an actual friend that you just casually talk to all the time. Maybe they have asked you that question, how do you do this? Just envision them looking at you through the camera and just talk to them. It takes practice, it really does, but just keep doing that, the outlines, the way that you talk to the camera, just be yourself, and it gets better.
Roland says, Camtasia is the only editor I've ever used. Learned how to use it from Jewel. I've taught a lot of people how to use Camtasia.
Yeah.
When people are wanting to start YouTube channels, they're always like, what about editing? And like they get like freaked out over it. And then I explain to them, just use Camtasia. It's super user friendly. And I've literally taught people who never edited a video, don't even know the concept of editing, and now they edit every single one of their videos, and they've gotten really good at it.
Yeah. Linda also relates to the Yeah, I mean, I won't edit every single out of there because, you know, that kind of gets a little bit inauthentic, like especially, you know, with the speech pattern and everything, if it's just kind of casual. But if it's excessive, you can easily cut those out, just as long as you pause in your video and then start back up again.
I had to edit a video for a client, and she was getting a testimonial from someone, and the person was saying like 30 times in the video. And the edit took me a while because I literally had to stretch out the audio and like zoom in on it and remove that thing out of there.
It's like going in with surgery forceps.
Yeah,
tweezers.
So many times. It's always so amazing to see afterwards. It like looks like the video flowed so well, but when you put all of them back, it's like there was like dead air and like the ums and the nervous laughter and all the stuff that goes in there. So I should probably do a before and after, showing what a tutorial looks like all polished and then what it actually was. You know, like the coughing, the sneezing, the ruffling of the paper, and like forgetting things. And
there's so many funny bloopers that we can do. So much of that footage exists.
Timothy says, did you contact Camtasia for a sponsorship? I've actually not ever been approached by them. They've approached me to get my opinion on new features. And when the new version gets released, I usually create a video overview of it. And they have messaged me about it and, you know, saying thanks and stuff like that. I do have an affiliate with them. So I have an affiliate link that I put in the videos that I do get commission on. But in terms of like a direct sponsorship, no, I haven't. I would love to, though. If that's like any Camtasia people watching that work for them, I would love to do a Camtasia sponsorship. I'm constantly referring Camtasia, even though I'm not officially sponsored.
Roland says you have the most Camtasia tutorials on YouTube. The Camtasia kid. Camtasia whisperer.
Yeah, I know. I love Camtasia, and I think I have like 150 tutorials or something and counting. As long as they keep doing updates and I just keep thinking of new stuff, I'm going to continue to create more tutorials on it.
I think that's why it comes so easily to you, and you love the software, so it's just, it flows out.
I had some comments. Every day I get comments about my Camtasia videos saying that they've helped them, or they were supposed to do a project for work and my video helped get through it. Like this one, 40 minutes ago, someone commented on a Camtasia 9 video that I did in 2016. They said, wow, great instructor, I like your method. And I do often get comments like that, and it makes me feel good to know that, you know, I can actually help people with this software and, you know, help them finish their projects or whatever they're doing, YouTube videos or presentations. A lot of students from school will message me, and people from work, like who have 9-to-5 jobs that have to do presentations, and they somehow have to use Camtasia. So it's really cool.
I think what makes it unique as well is that because you got to a point where you talked already all about every single feature within the software. So at some point you had to get creative, and then you had to be like, what else can I talk about on Camtasia? And your videos after that started getting really creative in terms of showing people how to do different editing effects, and just thinking about things that nobody else has a video on YouTube. So
I remember doing that.
Yeah.
And, you know, because I'm like, nobody's ever talked about this in Camtasia. I'm going to start talking about it.
Yeah.
And I would make up these techniques and strategies because I use them for myself. And then now there's like a whole bunch of videos of people talking about exactly like what I was doing, and nobody was doing that beforehand. So it's kind of humbling.
Yeah. So guys, if you do videos on any, like sharing your favorite tools or softwares or whatever it might be, just try to think outside of the box and don't be afraid to create something that you just thought of, like it's just straight up an idea from your mind and it's not something that you previously saw. Because you never know, someone could really, or a lot of people could really appreciate that, even though it might not be something that is highly searched. There's still a way around how to strategically optimize a video like that, even though it's not something that's searched.
Roland said, at Getting Clean on the Prairies, do you find some days are worse than others for losing your thoughts? Then there's days that you nail it perfectly.
Yeah, for me, definitely.
Yeah, for me as well. I cannot film if I'm not in a good mood, and I will not film if I'm sad or anything. So I had a hard time getting through that. I was like messaging Roland and being like, I'm so sorry, I can't film right now. I'm like way too sad and like I'm dealing with something. I did manage when I was feeling better to film, but yeah, I don't film if I'm in a bad mind state. I don't want to put that out into the videos.
Mm-hmm.
But also pay attention to the trends. On the days that you did nail it perfectly, what was going on there? Where were you? What was the time of day?
Yes.
Was there a specific room? You know, because for me, it has to be later in the day. I'm not a morning filmer. I would much rather film dusk or early evening, around that time after I've gotten in a routine. Definitely do not film if you're hungry. That is the worst thing.
It never ends well.
Oh man, it's bad if you're like in the middle and you're just starving. And I always make sure to have a full meal before I start filming.
These little things count. You know, we've gone through it all. We've tried and tested so many different things to really find that optimal space and that optimal way of just getting into the habit of filming on a consistent basis. Yeah.
Land of jump cuts. Yeah, because people have short attention spans and they just kind of want you to get to the point. And it's actually more entertaining when you do jump cut editing style, because you remove all that stuff and it just like, it looks good. It's like visually appealing. I like it, in my opinion.
Yeah, it just has a way of engaging, like keeping attention rather than seeing one long string of footage, unless you're being super engaging in that one long string. But yeah, it just keeps things interesting.
I purposely break it up to do jump cuts.
Brenda says, you gals are great with your advice. Thank you, Brenda. How do I buy you a coffee? Oh, like, that's so nice.
It's thank you. And it is built into the YouTube feature. So if you go down to the bottom, there's a $sign, and that's how you do that. It should show up on your YouTube if you are signed in, and that's how you actually do those donations.
Do you know where it would be, on desktop or the same place around where you comment?
If you're on desktop, it should be in the live chat area. There should be like a $sign and a smiley face. That's kind of how they put it there.
That's very nice of you, Brenda.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is good. Excellent. I will have to try this more.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, practice makes perfect, but also, you know, constantly learning as well while you're practicing and applying that is what really, you know, gets you into the groove. Because you can practice the wrong thing over and over again, and it'll make that thing perfect. But do you want to make that thing perfect? That's my little philosophical rant for this evening. Yeah, you guys are helping Brenda out. Teddy says, been using Camtasia since V7.
Oh, wow.
I think you too.
Yeah, I started using Camtasia 7, and then it went, I don't know if there was an 8, but it was like 9, and then 2019, 2020, then 2021 will be released soon.
But you started creating tutorials on 9, right? Not
Actually
7?
7. There
Oh,
are
really?
some very early ones of Camtasia 7, which people
Whoa.
still do watch to this day.
You should throw it back one time. Thank you. The pause is a great tip to help myself get back on track and then edit those out.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We often say that to our clients when they are wanting us to edit their videos. So we tell them a certain way. We say to them, okay, make sure you look into the lens of the camera. Don't look off somewhere. Don't look down. Don't look at yourself. Look into the lens of the camera, because I know it's hard to do. It's like weird. It's like staring into a circle the entire time. But pretend it's like a person. And then we tell them, okay, introduce yourself. Say what you're going to tell people, what you're going to talk about. And then start talking about what you just told them you're going to talk about. And do it in 1 to 2 sentence bursts. And if you make a mistake, pause and start again with that sentence that you made a mistake on. And it's huge difference. I remember we gave that to a client of ours, and initially she wasn't looking at the camera. It was like one long blurb of speech that couldn't be chopped up properly. And then we gave her this feedback, and then she came back to us, and it was way better, and the video came out a lot more professional looking because she was able to follow the cues of looking into the camera and having these pauses, and therefore the end product, the end result came out a lot better.
Hello, Mario. Nice to see you on here.
Hey, Mario. How's it going?
How's your week been? Roland says, I don't see this in the description. Oh, you guys are still trying to find the feature, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it should be just the $sign on there in the description. There is a wait, no, there isn't in the description.
Linda says that would be cool to see a before and after editing project for you.
That will be embarrassing for me, but yes, I will do it.
Or depending on, it would be embarrassing for me too if you chose one of my videos. It's always funny to see the raw content, but yeah, that's a cool idea to do. Timothy says, if you get the chance, reach out to their director of marketing. Worked out for me and other companies. Oh, for Camtasia.
Nice. Yeah. I should definitely do that.
You've searched for it. Brenda, still not finding it. Maybe it's in a different place on the desktop.
Yeah, it depends. Are you watching on desktop or mobile?
Full belly, caffeine, and brush your teeth, freshen up. Yeah, that's your ritual, right? For filming. Everyone has their own.
I know it's weird. It's weird, but brushing teeth for me, so I brush my teeth before I start filming videos, because when I was younger, my mom would always say, like, before we would leave the house, before we would go to the mall, before we had to go somewhere to some party or whatever, just anytime we left the house, it could have been going to the corner store to grab a Slurpee at 7-Eleven.
Really?
Yeah.
Anytime you left the house?
Anytime we would need to leave the house, she would always say, brush your teeth. Like, all the time. And it cued me, and it was like a refreshing feeling, right? I brush my teeth, and then I would feel refreshed, and I'd feel like I'm about to go do something because I was doing something. So that's why I attached it to filming videos, because I feel like I need to be fully fueled in terms of food, and I need to feel refreshed, and then I can film videos, because filming videos for me specifically is extremely draining. It, like, the camera takes energy away from you, not necessarily in a bad way, but because you're just like giving so much, or I'm giving so much, it takes, and I feel drained after. And if I'm not fueled before I start this, race, I'm going to be completely depleted. So I have to do these. Yeah, I have to do these things. People are still trying to find the link. I will get the link. I will grab it.
Okay, she's just pulling it up now. Yeah, for me, like, it always helps to kind of attach the habit of filming to something else that already exists within your day. And for me, it's usually the first thing that I do. Filming would be the first thing that I do when I sit down, if that's my filming day. So it's the first task that I'm working on because it's the most priority. And oftentimes I'm guilty of this. I will, even though, you know, I have a full list of tasks, I'll often do all of like the easy stuff first before getting to the most important, the priority. But sometimes you just have to like turn that around and get started with your priority tasks. So on my filming day, when I sit down to work, that's the first thing I'm working on. And yes, Roland, I connect with you in that I'll be filled on caffeine. I'll have a coffee with me.
That's her ritual. She needs a coffee.
And lipstick. Putting on lipstick. This is like the only time I put on lipstick is for filming. It's just become, again, like a ritual thing to do before hitting record. So we all have our thing.
And you need to find your thing. Here's...
Oh, there we go. So she's just posting the link right now in the chat.
A coffee page.
Oh, Brenda's got it now.
Oh, donations. This is an external link. Okay, there we go.
Awesome. Let's just scroll back up. Missed some comments up there.
Where were we?
So right here.
Oh, you know what? I think it turns green. Wait, no, it doesn't turn green.
Does anyone roughly know the cost for Camtasia? I've been using InShot. Okay.
So it depends on if you're on a Mac or a PC, they have different prices. I can quickly check right now.
There's also differences with like teachers and students and that kind of thing.
Let me just see.
It's been so long, so yeah.
Let's see here. So we're just looking up the price for, that was a good trick there.
License pricing, I see $249 for one of the prices there.
Okay, so...
And you can download a free trial too to test it out.
Let's see here. Where's the price? Oh. Okay, so...
Yeah, I think that's in...
Yeah, so Camtasia, what did you see the US price was?
I think it was $249.
So it was $249 US, and I think it's like $199 for Mac. I don't know. It's always cheaper for Mac for some reason.
Oh, but getting clean, you're in Canada, so I think the price there said $320.
It's $320 for
for one license.
For one license for the Camtasia software.
Yeah.
And I have to say that it has been worth it. Like, I have the version where the maintenance package is added, and whenever they release a new version, because we pay for the maintenance fee, which allows you to get customer service, like if something's gone wrong or something. There was one time where an error happened, and customer support, I was able to get in contact with them pretty instantly, and they helped with my problem pretty instantly. So in my opinion, it's totally worth it. I know that it is an investment for sure, but if you are wanting to grow your YouTube channel, these things need to happen. Like, you want to make sure to have something that you can rely on, that is robust, and I can vouch for it. I've literally been using it for 10 years. So I highly recommend it.
So if they don't get the monthly maintenance that Camtasia offers,
then they
have to purchase a new license when a new version of Camtasia comes out?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know. I believe that you can still get it at a discounted price, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, because that was one of the selling points for the maintenance package I saw was just getting access to when they upgrade the software.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy says the most frequent comment I get is that they like my videos because they're short, concise, and to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So you're building, you're getting your tribe used to that. You're getting your subscribers used to that format. So yeah, roll with that. And you can experiment with different styles of videos too, but if the majority is saying that they like that, keep that up.
Let's see here. Timothy says, I want to make Essetino mugs for Jewel and Marie. That would be awesome. That would be cool.
Awesome. Would they have our portraits on them or something?
Our portrait.
I would be an airbrush portrait on a mug.
That'd be crazy.
That sounds exciting.
Brenda says she sees the $sign. No problem. Lenny says, my ritual is to smash the like button. Try it now.
I love it. Thanks, Lenny.
You, Lenny. Let's see here.
I would love to see that, Roland.
Then Brenda's giving some tips. Watch out for lipstick on the teeth.
Yes. It happens. But that's good advice to Roland.
Let's see here.
We're having fun, guys. Trying other YouTuber rituals theme video. Do some like filming different YouTuber rituals. Is that what you're talking about, Lenny?
Yeah. What are some of the rituals that you guys have on your?
We heard Roland's.
While you're filming your videos, and it didn't start off that way, and I used to have to wear a certain jean jacket in my. If you look at our older videos, pretty much for like the first 2 years of our channel, I would wear this gray jean jacket.
Yeah, and
I would switch up the shirt and. But I always put this jacket on to film, and I would take it off after filming, and it was it was like a filming jacket. And again, that would put me in the state because I got that idea because I would see certain YouTubers wearing like a shirt that had their branding on it, like their logo and their branding. And I didn't have that at the time. I didn't have any merchandise or shirts for our stuff. So I thought, let me just put on this jacket. And then so I would wear it for like the first 2 years in every single video. And it got me in the state of filming. But over time, I think I realized I didn't need the jacket anymore. And I don't wear it anymore.
It's an actual thing. Like it's so with the jacket or with my lipstick or whatever it is, you're putting on that persona, or you're putting on you're getting your body ready to what's about to happen, and you're stepping into those shoes. And that's an actual thing. That's something that we've learned from a business coach named Todd Herman.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like this middle-aged guy, but he has a very young-looking face. So in the very beginning of his business journey, he would always say that people just wouldn't take him seriously. Like when he was doing presentations or like a sales meeting or a workshop or anything like that, he felt that people weren't really taking him seriously, or he himself had like this kind of imposter syndrome thing going on with him. So he said what he did was he used glasses. So he actually doesn't have bad vision or whatever. I don't know about now, but at the time, he would just take like a pair of glasses. There's just no prescription on it.
Yeah, you don't even need glasses.
Yeah, he doesn't need glasses. But like whenever he went into some sort of business meeting, workshop, presentation, sales, whatever, he would put on these glasses and a certain jacket as well. And that would just help him step into confidence and help him get ready for the person he needs to be to show up for the other people. So it's very much tied to human behavior.
I actually did that glasses thing in high school.
I remember.
Yeah, it was so weird. So in grade 10, for some reason, I was at the mall, and because like that's what you did back then, was go to the mall on the weekends and look at stuff you can't buy. And I was a teenager, so I didn't like, my allowance was like $20 a week, so I usually spent that on McDonald's. But anyways, I was in the store and I saw these sunglasses that looked like eyeglasses. And I remember
They were sunglasses?
Yeah.
Oh. But
They
they
were like
clear.
eyeglasses.
Yeah.
They looked like eyeglasses. And then I remember putting them on and I was like, and then I was with my friends and they were like, oh, it looks so good on you. You look smarter. And for some reason that kind of like stuck with me. And I bought the sunglasses that looked like eyeglasses. And then on Monday, I showed up to school just wearing these glasses. And people were like, whoa, you got glasses? And I was like pretending that I needed glasses, and people were saying that they looked good, and I wore those glasses for an entire year.
I only found out years later that you didn't actually need those glasses.
Yeah, I wore these glasses, and then I would get home and I would take them off because they would bother me, and I didn't actually need glasses, so they were actually giving me a headache. And at first I was like 14 or 15 years old, and I did this for an entire year. And then by the end of it, I was like, I don't feel like wearing glasses anymore. And then I told everyone that years later that they weren't actually real glasses, and they were just like this costume that I would wear.
There you go. You pulled a Todd Herman.
Yeah, but it gave me a headache.
Sorry guys, we're just scrolling through the comments here.
We've got Dawn in the house.
Oh, hello, Dawn. How's it going? You're probably about to end soon. Yes.
Great to see
but
you.
Lovely to see you nonetheless.
Okay. And then people are saying hello. Oh, yes.
When I was doing my smiley videos, I wore dark shade. Yeah, exactly. So music's down in front of me. You couldn't see. I had my bullet points on it. Hardly looked at the camera. That's smart. Very cool. There you go.
It was like a different character. We got a donation here from the Buy Me a Coffee page. It says from someone by the name of Tracy. Is that you, Brenda?
Or maybe it's Tracy. I don't know. That's
says,
cool.
We got a...
I'm sure it would say Brenda if it was Brenda.
It said, Tracy bought you a coffee, and it says, thanks, girls. If that's you, Brenda, thank you.
Or if that's you, Tracy, thank you.
Yes.
Or we have another Teddy thing being pulled here. Remember? Teddy has 2 personas.
I don't know what your real names are.
That's awesome. Nonetheless, whoever that's from, thank you so much for your donation.
Oh,
okay, Tracy. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy, from getting it clean on the prairies. That's awesome. I was getting confused there. I was like,
you're awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it will definitely be of great use because we're constantly getting coffees, trying out new coffee shops.
Thanks for keeping us fueled, guys.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Fueled.
All
Awesome.
right. I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much for showing up here with us this evening and hanging out with us. It was super fun as usual. Great conversations. Hope you learned something new or got some new insight. Yeah, thank you so much again. And we'll be with you again next week, next Thursday, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern. Please do join us.
And today was the 40th episode, which means that we have been doing these weekly live streams for 40 weeks.
Woo!
So
now that's a win.
Yes, that is a win.
We should have started with that.
I just realized it. So we'll be at 50 soon.
Jojo, hello and goodbye.
Whoa.
I see you just jumped on here.
We've got Linda in the house. David saying bye.
Have a great week, everyone.
Oh, Jojo quickly made it. And we've got Timothy. Thank you again for the super chat. Thank you, getting clean on the prairies. I was going to say
Thank you, Tracy.
40 Rocks, Donda's Life. Braden, hello and goodbye. Real quick there.
Yes, everyone.
That's awesome. Hello and goodbye.
Have a great week, everyone.
See you guys.
See you next time.